ladies and gentlemen of the media, fellow members of the New Patriotic Party, prospective aspirants, delegates, and all stakeholders. On behalf of the National Elections Committee, I thank you for joining us this morning. The National Elections Committee has been entrusted with the responsibility of overseeing the process leading to the election of the party's national executives. We recognize the importance of this responsibility. The election of our national officers is not merely an internal administrative exercise. It is an important democratic process through which members of our party choose the leadership that will help steer the affairs of the New Patriotic Party. Our responsibility as a committee is therefore clear: to provide a process that is credible, transparent, orderly, fair, and firmly grounded in the constitution of the party. Today, we wish to place before the party and the general public the key arrangements governing this election. The national executive elections are being organized pursuant to Article 10(2) of the party's constitution and other relevant provisions of the constitution as amended. The rules and arrangements we are announcing are therefore intended to provide a clear framework within which all aspirants, delegates, and stakeholders can participate in the process. Our overriding principle is simple. The rules must be known in advance, they must be applied fairly, and they must apply equally to everyone. I wish to draw particular attention to the election timetable. The process begins next week, from the 17th to the 22nd of August 2026, will be opening and closing of nominations. From the 23rd to the 27th of August will be for filing of nomination forms. The 31st of August to 3rd September will be for vetting of aspirants. On the 5th of September, which happens to be my birthday, we will publish the vetting results. On the 6th and 7th of September, will be open for appeals. 10th September, we expect the National Executive Committee and the National Council of the party, who have the ultimate responsibility of approving these aspirants and the process, will have a meeting to seal the deal. We hope to issue the notice of poll on the 14th of September. And on the 3rd of October 2026, the election proper will be held. We urge every prospective aspirant and stakeholder to take careful note of these dates. The committee intends to adhere to this timetable so that the party can proceed towards the National Delegates Conference in an orderly and predictable manner. The elections will be supervised by the National Elections Committee. The committee comprises of my good self, the chair, Honorable Osaya Sare, as the vice chair, Madam Obochitai Kofi here as a member, Honorable Anthony Kabo here as a member, Honorable Salam Ama Mpianima Damata is also a member, Mr. Eric Ntori is also a member, the Ashanti Regional Chairman is a member. Mr. Frank Davis Esquire is a member of our committee, and Mr. Evans Nimako is a secretary to this all-important committee. We want to emphasize one important safeguard. A member of the National Elections Committee cannot contest the National Executive Elections and cannot also be seen to be affiliated with any aspirant of any of the positions that is available for contest. Should any member decide to contest the National Executive Committee will appoint a replacement. This provision reinforces the impartiality expected of those administering the election. Prospective candidates should pay particular attention to the eligibility requirements. Among other requirements, an aspirant must be a known and active registered party member for at least 2 years, be of good character, be a member in good standing, including having paid membership dues for at least the past 2 years, pay the prescribed fees, satisfy the National Vetting Committee that he or she qualifies to contest. In the case of an aspirant for the National Youth Organizer, satisfy the stipulated age requirement and have the nomination form endorsed by at least one member in good standing across each of the 16 regions. The responsibility rests upon each aspirant to demonstrate that he or she satisfies the applicable eligibility qualification requirement. We therefore encourage prospective aspirants to study the regulations carefully before submitting their nominations. The committee has established a National Vetting Committee chaired by Honorable Cecilia Abenadapa. The other members are Honorable Papa Owusu Ankoma, Honorable Salifu Said, Ambassador Bafo J. Bawa, Honorable Elizabeth Ohene, Honorable Osei Prempe, Joyce Opoku Boateng, and Arnold Boateng, with Evans Nimako serving as the secretary to the vetting committee. The vetting committee will be responsible for vetting all aspirants. Where it determines that an aspirant does not satisfy the eligibility requirements for election as a national officer, it may recommend the disqualification of that aspirant. But importantly, the process does not end with vetting. There is an appeals mechanism. The National Appeals Committee is chaired by Honorable Joe Gatti. The other members are Reverend S.K. Boafo, Lawyer Anthony Namu, who is currently our Upper East Regional Chairman, Honorable George Mrekuduka, Dr. Akbar Yusuf Ruhula Homeni, Honorable Gifty Ohene Konadu, Honorable Kwesi Ameya Ochreme, Honorable Lorette Koko Asante, with Mr. Augustine Odei serving as secretary. Any party member or aspirant for national office who is aggrieved by a decision of the National Vetting Committee may submit a written petition to the National Appeals Committee. The Appeals Committee is required to determine a petition within 48 hours. Furthermore, where a petitioner remains dissatisfied with the Appeals Committee's decision, that person may lodge a further appeal with the National Executive Committee, whose decision will be final and binding. This architecture is deliberate. We want decisions to be made according to rules, and where somebody feels aggrieved, for that person to have an established avenue for redress. Our appeal to everybody is therefore to use the institutions and procedures established by the party. Nomination fees and payment. The approved cost of nomination forms is as follows. For the national chairmanship position, it's 50,000 Ghana cedis. For vice chairpersons, 30,000 Ghana cedis. For the general secretary position, 25,000 Ghana cedis. All other positions, 10,000 Ghana cedis, with a special consideration for the special wings. Nasara, women, and youth paying 8,000 Ghana cedis. Payment for nomination forms will be accepted in cash or by cash check at the national headquarters at Asylum Dam. Upon payment of the prescribed fee, the aspirant will be issued with an official receipt upon presentation of which the appropriate nomination form will be issued. Nomination forms may also be downloaded from the party's website. An aspirant who downloads the form must still pay the prescribed nomination fee in cash or by check and obtain an official receipt before the completed form can be accepted for filing. We encourage all prospective aspirants to ensure that payments are made only through the officially designated process and that they obtain and retain their official receipts. The committee's objective is to make the process clear, straightforward, and properly documented for every aspirant. The national executive positions to be contested are the national chairperson, national vice chairpersons, general secretary, national treasurer, national organizer, national women organizer, national youth organizer, national Nasara organizer, and national communications director. Another important assurance concerns the actual conduct of the poll. The Electoral Commission of Ghana will conduct the elections under the supervision of the National Elections Committee in accordance with the applicable legal framework. The committee will provide a notice of poll which will be posted at the National Secretariat at least one clear week before the election. Our objective is to ensure that the voting and declaration process command the confidence of candidates, delegates, and the party as a whole. The Electoral College is broad and is constituted in accordance with Article 10(3) of the party constitution. It includes, among others, members of the National Council, members of the National Executive Committee, regional executive committees, constituency executive committees, external branch executive committees, the National Council of Elders, the National TESCOM Coordinator, and TESCOM presidents from recognized tertiary institutions, 30 national patrons elected from among themselves, qualifying founding members, the party's members of parliament, and the special organs of the party. There are also specific provisions governing participation in the elections for the National Women Organizer, the National Youth Organizer, and the National Nasara Organizer. The regulations further provide that at least 1/3 of the delegates must be present to constitute a quorum of the National Delegates Conference. I want to address prospective aspirants directly. The National Elections Committee welcomes healthy competition. Competition for leadership is part of the democratic character of our party. We therefore expect aspirants and their supporters to campaign vigorously for the confidence of delegates. But we also expect that competition to be conducted with respect to one another, respect for the party, and respect for the rules governing the election. At the end of this process, there must still be one new patriotic party. No individual ambition should be greater than the collective interest of the party. To our delegates, the responsibility you carry is equally important. You will ultimately determine who occupies the various national executive positions. We encourage delegates to exercise that responsibility freely, conscientiously, and in the best interest of the party. The National Elections Committee's responsibility is to create the conditions within which that choice can be made and faithfully reflected in the declared results. To our good friends here, the media, we recognize the important role you play throughout this process. We ask for accuracy, for fairness, and verification. Where clarification is required, we encourage you to engage the National Elections Committee rather than rely upon speculation or unofficial interpretations of the rules. We intend as much as practicable to maintain an open channel of communications with you and with all stakeholders throughout the process. Let me conclude by stating clearly what aspirants, delegates, party members, and the Ghanaian public should expect from this committee. We will be impartial, we'll be transparent, we will apply the rules fairly and firmly. We will provide opportunity for legitimate grievances to be heard through the established processes. We will work to deliver an election whose outcome reflects the freely expressed choice of the delegates. We also ask something of every stakeholder. Know the rules, respect the rules, use the established processes, and put the interests of the party above individual interests. The strength of a democratic organization is demonstrated not simply by the competition for leadership, but by its capacity to manage that competition fairly, peacefully, and credibly. That is the task before us. And that is the commitment of the National Elections Committee. Our duty is not to determine who wins. Our duty is to ensure that the rules are fair, the process is credible, every qualified aspirant gets a fair opportunity, every legitimate delegate gets a voice, and ultimately, the choice of the delegates prevail. Thank you. I'm saying no pay the amwaha na ye ani Jesu. Kwapim chi you na enka chim ni asante ye ga kwapim chi. Ehia mo ha na ye ani Jesu. Felso ye ni agye se ye to nsa frɛ mo na mo de aho prepare ani Jesu ahia ye anopa yi. Ye nhia mu de ye dwumadi ba akopɛ ntina ye hia mo ɛwa ha. Wa paw ye se inni NPP ku na nim na yɛhwɛ na abato a wɔde ba bɛyi mpanimfo a ba bɛdi NPP amanyoku na nim no yɛhwɛ ntoto ɛho nhyehyɛ nyinaa ɛno nti na yɛhyia mo anɔpɛ sɛ yɛde saa nhyehyɛ no aba bɛto mo anim na tumi egyina so a yɛde saa abato no ɛreba no wokɔ NPP ɛyɛ nkrata kronkron na constitution a egyina so de tell party no emu a we article 10(2) na ɛno na ɛma party ni tumi ma wɔpa ku bi te sɛ yɛn na yɛde ɛhyehyɛ so na yɛkɔ yɛ saa abato no yɛayɛ nhyehyɛ bi na meka yɛn na ɛyɛ nipakuw bi a me na meda anim ɔno abo abena ɔsɛ asare a ɔwɔ ha ɔyɛ atiwa apue abato mpɛsua so wɔn mmarahyɛ bɛgyinani no ɔno ɛna ɔyɛ ma abɛdi akyire na ɔhoɔfɛfo obosi saa kofi a ɔte me nsa nifa so yi ɔka ho bi ɔno kaabo ɛka ho ebi ɔno salam ama mpianima damata ɔyɛ mmarahyɛ bɛguamni ɛma Kwabre South constituency ɛwɔ Ashanti region ɔka ho bi ɔpanyin Eric Ntori ɔda yɛn IT department ano ha sɛ director ɔka ho bi yɛn Ashanti regional chairman so ɛka yɛn ho bi ɛna mmaranimfo Frank Davis ɛka ho mo nyɔnko ɔpanyin Evans Nimako ɔno na ɔyɛ kyerɛkyerɛni ɛma yɛn na nhyehyɛ a yɛde aba no ne ti atwam a ne sɛ ɛyɛ Joda Bay 17th August ekosi 22nd yɛbɛbue nominations ɛwɔ party headquarters ha na obiara n'ani gye ho sɛ national officers election no ɔbɛkɔ akansi ne bi no otumi aba abɛfa nomination forms efi 23rd ɛde kɔ 27th yɛbɛ transi na yɛgye forms no aya mpembe bebree ne yɛka sɛ yɛkɔ file nominations ti efi 31st August ɛde kɔ 3rd September yɛbɛma ho kwan na vetting committee no afrɛfrɛ wɔn a wɔn afile wɔn nominations na wɔn apɛnsɛmpɛnsɛm wɔn abrabɔ ne wɔn nkrataase mu ahwɛ sɛ so anya bia wɔsɛ fata sɛ obedi NPP amanyɔkuo no anim anaa ɛno akyi no 5th September yɛmea nso ma woda ɛda no ne yɛde list a wɔn a vetting committee no wɔn report ɛkyerɛ sɛ wɔbɛtumi a contest no bɛpue saa asɛm wɔ obi nso ho a saa report koro no ano ɛbɛkyerɛ ɛno September 6th ne 7th ne mu no sɛ wowɔ asɛm bi ka sɛ ebi a vetting committee no na new yie nti wopɛ sɛ wɔyɛ appeals committee no nso bɛhwɛ ho asɛm aka na afei 10th September saa nneɛma nyinaa kɔwie ɛwɔ ɛyɛ yɛn National Executive Committee and the National Council a wɔn na tumi kɛseɛ ɛwɔ party yi mu ansa na yɛbɛkɔ National Conference na ɛhyɛ wɔn nsa wɔbɛtumi akyerɛ wɔn adwene wɔ ho ebi mpo a na appeals a ɛkɔɛ no obi ani anye report ho na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsan yɛ appeal foforɔ ɛma National Executive Committee akwa wɔ hɔ nti on the 10th September wɔbɛtena ase na wɔn awie asɛm nyinaa ama yɛn 14th September near the notice of poll aba abɔnten the 3rd October na abato na ankasa no ɛhyehyɛ so na yɛn vetting committee a yɛahyehyɛ no ɛyɛ honorable Cecilia Abnadapa na ɛda no honorable Papa Usu Ankoma ɛka ho bi honorable Salifu Said ɛka ho bi Ambassador Bafo Ajay Bawa ɛka ho bi honorable Elizabeth Ohene ɛka ho bi honorable Osai Prempe ɛka ho bi Joyce Opoku Boateng ɛka ho bi Arnold Boateng ɛka ho bi ɛna Evans Nimako ɛsan yɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛni ɛma wɔn appeals committee ne nso honorable Joe Gatti ɔno ɛne otitrani ɛma saa kuo no Reverend S.K. Boafo ɔka ho bi Anthony Namo ɔyɛ yɛn Upper East Regional Chairman ɔno nso ka ho bi honorable George Mrekuduka ɔka ho Dr. Akbar Yusuf Rohula Komeni ɔka ho bi honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu honorable Kwesi Ameya Ochreme honorable Lorette Koko Asante wɔn nyinaa ka ho bi ɔpɛyin Abranti Augustine Odei ɔno na ɔyɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛni Masaku no na sɛ woyɛ party ba a wopɛ sɛ wokɔ saa kansie bia yɛyɛ ka ne sɛ ɛte sɛ yɛnim sɛ ɔyɛ NPP ni anya koraa no bɛyɛ mfeɛ abien de ɛte sɛ yɛnim wɔ party nim ɛte sɛ usuban ɛyɛ suban o suban ɛte sɛ usuban yɛ suban pa wonni suban a ɛnyɛ ontum ɛte sɛ woyɛ party ba a wogyina yie a nyina yie no ɛka ho sɛ wo to a ɛte sɛ wotua bosome biara no wontua koraa no mfeɛ abien atwa mu yi de ɛte sɛ watua saa to a wotua ma party no na ɛyɛ wo na wobɛhwɛ sɛ nneɛma a yɛkeka nyinaa no watumi ahyɛ so ama wakyerɛ adaadi akyerɛ committee ne sɛ ampa saa nneɛma no nyinaa no wadi so ɛsɛ ɛfata na sɛ woyɛ obi a wɔrekɔ National Youth Organizer position nso deɛ na te sɛ wohu sɛ mfe dodoɔ bi wɔ hɔ a ɛnte sɛ wo mfe no ɛboro no party constitution no akyerɛ nti na wakyɛke wo ho wonyɛ sure a na wakɔbisa wo maame sɛ anyɛ biara da no a woka kyerɛ me sɛ wowɔ me na yɛampa wanyɛ ama wa na wabisa wo papa wotumi koraa yɛwɛ hospital a wɔwɔ na wakɔbisa doctor nso wɔ hɔ aka ho na ankɔ ankɔkyerɛ wo firi sɛ party mmara no kyerɛ sɛ engosi da a wɔbɛto aba no na obiara ɔrekɔ saa akansie no bi no nti sɛ wadi mfe aduana nti ɛte sɛ wotumi satisfy saa afei wobɛgye nomination forms na wode afa ɛyɛ 16 regions no nyinaa ɛsɛ wonya party ba baako ɛwɔ region biara mu a ɔno nso gyina yie wɔ party nim na watumi ama wo saa endorsement no ti ahyehyɛ saa nneɛma nyinaa na akɔ wiewie sɛ form no de woba abɛtɔ a ɛnyɛ free ɔsɛ kwakyerɛ adeɛ fa wɔde sika na ɛyɛ dɛ ɛyɛ ti wosɛ wopɛ national chairman adidi a wo form no kaa ɛda ho ɛyɛ 50,000 Ghana cedis wosɛ wobɛdi vice chairman nso a ɛyɛ 30,000 Ghana cedis general secretary ɔno wɔago ne di nim ɔsɛ 25,000 na position ahorow aka no nyinaa yɛ 10,000 na mmom sɛ ɔrekɔ youth organizer women organizer anaa nasara organizer di a ɛyɛ atan atew so ama ɔde no yɛ 8,000 Ghana cedis nhyehyɛ ɛwɔ ho sɛ saa sika yi wobɛtumi asoa sika no ankasa de aba wobɛtumi nso ayɛ no check a wɔde yi sika de abrɛ committee na ɛwɔ ha na wagye wo form na wokɔ wompɛ sɛ woba a wobɛtumi adownload form no ɛwɔ party no website so na mmom wode form no reba abɛfile na wo sika ɛka position ahorow a wɔ contest no yɛde ne nyinaa ato gua na electoral college nso ɛbɛto aba no wɔn nso yɛabobɔ ne nyinaa so ne nyinaa wɔ party constitution no mu na abato no yɛde bɛhyɛ ɛyɛ electoral commission nsa wɔn na bɛhwɛ the actual election no so na yɛn committee no yɛbɛma wɔn supervision yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ adwuma no a wɔreyɛ no so nhyehyɛ a yɛde ma wɔn sɛ wɔmfa nyɛ yɛn abato no ɛma yɛn no ɛno na wɔde ɛreyɛ anaa saa mmere nsɛm a yɛkekan no yɛka bi kyerɛ wɔn a rekɔ akansie no yɛaka bi akyerɛ wɔn a bɛkɔ abato no ɛna mo nso a mo wɔ ha yɛsrɛ mo sɛ momma mo nsɛm a mode bɛfi ha akɔ no ɛnyɛ nokware turodoo na sɛ biribi na wonte ase a bisa mfa wankasa wadwen emmu anaasɛ nkonkotie nseku bi obi redi amfa nkonkɔyɛ wasɛm yɛwɔ hɔ ma mo ɛda mo sɛ mo aba bɛka yɛn ho ɛnɛ ti motie borɔfo tententen na ne nkyerɛ mu ane ɛda mo ase
We are not asking questions. We are delivering information.
Maybe they have questions. I don't know. But yeah.
No questions. We are just giving information. We are giving information. Maybe